lords and ladies, my name is CrescentEmpress, and welcome back to Arc Modded featuring ACA Redemption. Okay guys, so right off the bat here, I do have some bad news. I've been testing the ACA stuff to see if there's any workaround or any way that we can continue to progress in this game, and a lot of the ACA stuff is just crashing my game. Without the DNA replicator, we don't have the ability to get alphas, which means that we will never be able to fight the bigger things. And I went and checked out Indominus just on my own to see, and that also crashed my game when I was trying to interact with it. So there's really not much left that we can do in this game, and I'm really disappointed about it, because we finally had momentum. After so long, we finally had momentum. Only to be thwarted entirely by the incompatibility between version 257 and ACA Redemption, which is no longer receiving support, so it'll never be fixed, so our hands are kind of tied here. But I was thinking about it. I did want to end the series on something of a good note, so here's what I have decided. We are going to go and check out the Tek Cave. We are absolutely going to cheat our way through it, because I do not have the ability to go in there and show off anything. I'll just die immediately from what I hear. So, what I have done is I have spawned in a whole bunch of rifles. For some reason these don't come in Ascendant versions. I tried to get the Ascendant ones. And I spawned in Tek armor here. And we are going to go and have some fun in there. Additionally, oh, that's gonna get annoying. I don't know if I won't. That's actually obnoxious. And since I'm doing this the cheaty way, I don't actually need the helmet. I have also spawned in the stuff that we need to actually get into the cave. And I have spawned our ride over. We will park her outside and we'll have to come back for her. Fortunately, I have a plethora of other birds that we can take to go get her. But for the time being, this girl is going to be our ride up there. And we will see what there is to see. Last thing I'm going to do, I'll take this off before we go in. There. Now we're guaranteed to get there. So, are you guys ready? I'm gonna go see about this Tek Cave as soon as I successfully get out of the door. The high-speed birds. Oh, honestly, are you serious? Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah, I'm really disappointed, lords and ladies. Like, we finally had momentum. We were going in a good direction. We would have been taking down, like, the Alpha Rexes and the Indominus Rexes, and we stood... Hello, Quetzals. Fancy seeing you here. We actually stood, you know, the pretty decent chance of getting the Wyvern now that we had the black arrows. But with a lot... Oh, there are suddenly a lot of Quetzals. Weird. But with a lot of the ACA stuff just flat out crashing my game, there's nothing I can do. I spent... Okay. 5 now. Wow. I spent quite a while researching to see if there was anything I could do about it. It looks like we have no option. So I figured we would end the series by checking out the shiny new thing that Wildcard just added. And while we're on our flight over here, I will tell you that we will be going basically straight into Season 2. I've chosen most of the mod pack. I'll tell you guys we are going to be on a new map. I haven't decided which map yet. I'm leaning towards Ragnarok or Valhalla. I know nothing about either of those maps. And I think we're going to be running Anunnaki Genesis. So that should provide, you know, an interesting challenge. I don't know as much about that as I do ACA, but I'm assuming that the old ACA will also crash in the same area, which sucks because that one actually still had the bosses and all. Yeah, I'm really disappointed. I really am. But we have no option. So the other thing that I will say on our way over here is we're going to do something outside, which will take just a moment. I hate the weather in this game. There are the alpha wyverns, but I don't have to worry about that. I wanted that alpha wyvern. The weather sucks. But once we get here, I am going to pause for a moment because I figured we might as well spawn in some stuff to come with. It will probably just die, but I didn't want to bring any of the critters. If you could not walk into lava, sweetheart, that would be great. Because I do intend to come back for you, and we're going to go get Kingston, too. Okay. But I figured if we're coming here, we might as well spawn some things to come with. I don't know what the paths are like in there, but I figured that I would do it the way that makes the most sense to me. And to go back to my old standby, that will probably do me no good at all. But we're going to get dimorphodons. Many, many dimorphodons. We can have up to 50. So it's going to take me just a couple of minutes to spawn them in and get them ready to go. I will ask you guys to stand by. And then we will be on our way to see what all of this is about. Stand by. Okay, lords and ladies, we are back. I have spawned in a hoard for us. They are all, I spawned them in at level 5,000 and force tamed them to 7,500. I don't know how they'll do in there, but I'm hoping for annihilation. So, there is only a couple orders of business left. The first is to turn that off, and then I think the elite dimorphodon is ignoring whistles, or we're about to find out. Good. One bird horde, lords and ladies. If I was ever going to take this on, this is exactly how I would want to do it. So, with that, we are going to place our items here and hope these guys can all fit into the cave. We only have an hour to do this, so let's see if this doesn't crash the damn game. Okay. Everybody with me. Okay, well, I need you to be... Oh yeah, you're not. You're ignoring whistles. And I was going to leave this one outside. I liked her. But I forgot to set her down. Okay. Let us be on our way, lords and ladies. We have a 41 dimorphodon hoard. I was going to spawn the last few, but my game was starting to not appreciate the number of monsters that I spawned. You have to walk kind of slow because they're not the fastest, but that's okay since I have no idea what to expect. I saw just the tiniest bit of this when I was looking up where the Tek Cave actually was, because I figured it was in the volcano, but I didn't know specifically where. It turns out that it's super easy and convenient to find. For the bird hoard. So far it's alarmingly peaceful, isn't it? I would call it alarmingly peaceful. I spawned in this army of dimorphodons expecting that we were going to have a fight, but... I'm going to be annoyed if we have that bug where there's just nothing spawning in the cave. Because this is supposed to be the season finale. I was expecting a big fight and much ado, and oh, here we go. Here we go. We have some action. Oh, here we go. Well, now we have a fight. I'm afraid to shoot because I don't want to hit my birds. Come on. Hey. Little 1975. God, I'm glad I guessed high. This is intense. I should have turned off numbers for this. Come, my dimorphodon army. Murder your brethren. This is... Here, let me, escape options. Where is... Where is the thing? Status notifications. Turn off hit markers. Okay, let us continue with our bird army. Well, that did nothing. There's an army of birds. I approve of the army of birds. I think that looks like a... Is that a giga? That sure looks like a giga. Thanks, but we're probably going to start losing animals here soon. army of birds. Surely there is a way to turn off floating numbers. Well, if there is, I don't see it. Okay, let us continue onwards with our Dillo. Hello, Dillo. And goodbye. You are silly and not worth my time. Oh, microraptors. I haven't seen those yet. Giga, I think. I think we have a Giga here. It's not giving me a read on it, but I'm pretty sure we found a Giga. Yeah, we sure did. Oh, there we go. I got a read on it. Going, gone. Oh, yeah, we're starting to lose birds. Yeah, we're finally starting to lose birds here. But we can give this a second. And these guys are starting to hurt. Oh yeah, some of them are really low. Wonder how much there is left to do. I don't think I can get access to most of these guys. See if we can get a few of them. A few that are really low. I did bring some regen potions. Yeah, we do need to expedite. I don't know how much of this cave there is to do, but I did bring some regen potions. We might as well use them on the birds that we can see. Yeah, the ones that are notably having issues here. Okay. Super spyglass is great for this. You could use some help. Not you. You. Not you. This bird. That. And I know that all of these guys are going to be left behind here, but the point was to show off a dimorphodon army. I mean, an absurd, ridiculous, you know, cheaty dimorphodon army, but a dimorphodon army nonetheless. Yeah, that's what we're going to do for now. Let's move on here. I don't know which way is the way to go here. Let's look at what's this way. Is this a path? I can't tell if this is a path. I don't think it is. I think we have to go this way. Okay, we've got... Oh, you fell. Haha. Okay, this is another hoard. We're gonna have to watch the birds or... yeah, we're gonna probably lose birds here. Yeah, there's one down. We'll wait until the hoard is cleared and see if the tombstone is... Okay. So we can get to the tombstone. And okay. I think I only saw the one go down. Definitely with fewer birds than we came in with. Which means I have not been paying enough attention. Okay. Well, let's continue on our way here. Looks like we have to go down and around. I think. I'm actually going to start watching carefully here, make sure that we have everyone who should be here is here. Because I'm assuming that I'm actually keeping a close eye now. Because we have time. I mean, we have time. Allosaurus is stuck. Well, I haven't seen the Perlovias before. I found myself glad that I really guessed high for these. The point was causing chaos. And these guys are, I saw a couple of them are really hurting again. Let's see if I can pick out any of them. Just help where I can, you know? Because I saw at least one that's really kind of hurt. Yeah, you. That one. There we go, that one. I did not bring enough regen potions for this, lords and ladies. That I did not do. But we will do what we can here for these guys. Okay. Good enough, as long as we're paying attention to make sure that the stuff, to make sure that if I see something go down, it actually keep an eye on that. Because we've already lost a few birds. I'm sure we're not... Oh, that's terrifying. I'm really glad I found that on God mode. That would really suck otherwise. And I did not see tragedy there. Yeah, more chaos. Just let my dimorphodon army do the work. While I wander around, I have no idea, like, the direction that the caves need to be in, or the direction that I need to go to complete this cave. I don't know, these guys hit hard, though. They are taking damage. Like, I do need to be actively cognizant of the read on that. Make sure we don't lose anybody. Because I'm thinking we're going to start losing things. Oh, one's down. Okay. Okay. Next hoard, it seems. Okay, that's probably gonna be... That's another set here. Even can I just... Please don't go down over there. If you go down in the lava, I cannot help you. Carnivore. Okay, that's one down. Pain and chaos, pain and chaos. Yep. And we will carry on. It occurs to me that I'm kind of wasting regen potions. Let's get the next set done. Because I just wanted to see what this is all about, guys, before we concluded the series. I wanted to come see what all the nonsense was. I figured if we're going to do it, we might as well do it with a hoard. See, this is my happy place, surrounded by overpowered dimorphodons. I'm completely content, surrounded by dimorphodons. Shot the bird there. That's why I haven't been using my gun, because the dimorphodons are... I think that one's unconscious. We have... Oh, come on. There's an unconscious bird here somewhere. Okay, was that the one that got knocked out, I wonder? Okay. So left or right, lords and ladies? I'm supposing left. Although that doesn't necessarily look right. Bro, in here? Wow, okay. Alright, come on, up you get. I don't know if this is actually... I don't know if this actually goes through. Keeping an eye, just... just because. We're on this guy's inventory, we might as well go journey into the absurd. It's too bad that I can't keep these guys, it really is. Okay, next hoard. Let's do this. I really have no idea where we're supposed to be going. Like, the big enemy I am facing is that I've never seen this cave. So, we could be going the wrong direction, and I would never know. Just because. Can I get anybody else? Anyone else? Just because absurdity is why we're here. You're getting some real monsters now. I approve of this game, just because of season finale. It's not often that I get to journey into the absurd like this. We can't waste too much time here, but... I'm getting some real tanks. We'll get some real tanks in the group, you know? It can't hurt. I should have brought more regen potions, I didn't even think about it. You're one of the ones I already got. How are you? Nope. Okay. let's move on. Mostly because we do not have time for this. I'm going on the cave principle that you just keep going down. I don't necessarily see a path there. Okay, my little monsters. Now, is there a way down? Tell you what, guys, because I'm willing to bet that's where we need to go, I'm just going to fall. Bloop. The bird horde, I imagine, will be along. Bird horde. I approve of bird horde. Like, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely beyond ridiculous. But you know, I just want to see what it's all about. I am sad that I can't keep these animals. Like, that's what really sucks. That's why I would not bring, you know, anything that I love in here. Because for some reason you can't keep your animals or your gear. Which, I'll be honest, lords and ladies, I don't like that system. It feels... the risk-reward benefit of this whole affair isn't balanced. Like, I will get, well, actually, I probably will completely screw up my game settings because I'm well over level 100, but I would get I would get 15 extra levels for this. And in exchange, I have to give up all of my gear and every animal I bring in here just for 15 extra levels. It doesn't feel balanced. It doesn't feel like... I don't feel like I would bother with it in, you know, in practice, because I wanted to see what this was about, so we're here, but in, like, my private games, I would never do this. It's not worth it. I'm guessing we're going up there. Or we will have to say goodbye to our bird horde. I wonder, I don't know if there's any sort of boss fight. It would be pretty cool if there was. But I don't really have any idea. I know the rough outline of this, and I told my friends, you know, there's no way. Even when this comes to Xbox. Can I walk on this? Yes. Okay, lords and ladies, let's see what this is about. But first, let us say thank you to our bird horde. You guys were great. I'm sad you can't come with. Apparently there's some fighting going on. Oh, we have 40 seconds to admire our magnificent bird army. They were awesome. Like, that's how I do caves normally in base arc. Obviously not with beasts like this, but with dimorphodons. They provide such awesome protection. Like, they're really seriously underrated animals. I basically don't know how to function in base arc if I don't have dimorphodons. Like, I very, very seriously hate... I noticed these guys are just... Whoa. Oh, weird. I wonder what this is going to do to my level override. Probably going to break it, but this is the end of the season. I figured we would end it on a high note. Oh, cool. That's just quote-unquote the end of arc. You know, this is such a great game. While we look at this for a little while, if it drags on, we'll skip, but Arc is such a great game. It has issues. It has issues that I regularly bitch about, but I love this game. And Wildcard has done a great job with it. I can't think of any other game that has given me the kind of joy and pleasure that Arc has. And I imagine I'll probably be playing this for years and years. If it's still around, I'll probably still be here, because Arc has become kind of my happy place. You know, the worlds that I've built on Xbox, and I'm working on my private games on PC. It's a wonderful escape, and I love it so much. That being said, yeah, I think I'll let the credits roll. They deserve to see. Wildcard deserves to let the credits roll for all the work they've done on this. Let's see here, what else while we're letting credits roll. Yeah, I'm sad that ACA Redemption kind of broke like this. I had many more plans for this season, but there's really no way to progress the story. So I am going to just archive the game. And between you and me, I'll probably still come in here and play. I can't use any of the ACA stuff, but I have my dimorphodons and my whelps here, and I've never tried uploading animals. I was actually pondering, I wonder if I could upload my whelps. I've never tried it before. But next season is going to be a little bit different, because I've made the decision to do it on a map that I'm not familiar with. So expect that it's probably going to be pretty chaotic. I won't know where my resources are coming from. And you know, everyone says Anunnaki Genesis is great, so I'm looking forward to checking that out. And we'll run some of the same mods from this season, but I'm looking at new stuff that we can add to keep things interesting. Between you and me, the dragons mod will still be there, because tiny dragons. That's all that matters, tiny dragons. But I'm looking at some other stuff we can add to keep things interesting. And I'm excited about it. Like, I'm excited to start exploring. And as far as I know, that mod is still receiving support. So hopefully if stuff breaks, it will be fixable. Oh, it's actually going on longer than I thought it would. Yeah, you know what? One of the things that I regret that I didn't work into this season, and I might try to work into next season, is we haven't done any breeding. I never got, you know, a good breeding pair of anything, but it would still be fun to try. I don't have the figures worked out for what my multipliers need to be to make it a reasonable experience for viewing. As nobody wants to watch me raise a wyvern for 42 hours. Which, on Xbox, I worked out you can get 100% imprinting if you set the maturation timer to 2.1 exactly. But I don't know what the ratios would be if I was adjusting it for this. Okay. Now what? White screen? Question mark? Loading screen. I'm curious about the now what? Because I did basically no research on this. I saw some posts on the forums that basically described the exchange. So I don't actually know what happens next. I haven't really looked at it. So we're finding out together. I mean, for those of you who haven't already seen somebody much better at this game do it. And I know the way we did the cave was cheaty. I thought about it a lot before I committed to using that cave as our, you know, season finale, and I thought it would be a better viewing experience to actually see the cave, which I can make happen with God mode and a horde of stupidly overpowered dimorphodons. So that's what we went with, and that's, like I said, if I was doing this cave in, you know, legitimate settings, that would kind of be how I would do it. I would bring the birds. I'd probably bring a mount, you know, an Allosaurus or a Carno or something, because me on foot would get squished, but it would probably be the same basic idea. You know, bring the birds. The birds are my #1 go-to. And we're just back to the loading screen? Okay, stand by, lords and ladies. I'm going to try to load up my game here and see what the situation is. Stand by. Okay, lords and ladies, we're back. We're being asked to download our survivor, and we will respawn at bed. Theoretically. Or the game will crash. That could happen too. Stand by. Okay, lords and ladies, we are back. Long story short, Ascension does not agree with a modded art game. Or at least that's the nearest guess I can come up with based on the text wall that I tried to decipher for 5 minutes or so. So, I actually ended up loading from a backup file because it was not... It crashed on me 3 times, and I figured, yeah, it's probably not going to let me do it. So, we've loaded from a backup, and I wanted to bring you guys in just for a moment, since this is going to be the end of the series. Take you guys on a walkthrough of all of our pets, all of our accomplishments. You know, there's some great stories for all of these guys, like how long it took us to finally get the Trank-Therizino. And Tango, who tried to eat my Dimorphodons, and ended up coming home and being pretty damn awesome. And right before ACA broke, we did get our Alpha. We got an Alpha Allosaur, and he was fantastic. I hope you guys enjoyed the rampage as much as I did. And these guys, Jasper and Redford, They never went to do anything, but this shot right here is what frustrates me the most, that the season is coming to an end because the ACA is broken. This is the symbol of us finally breaking through the obstacles that were holding us back. We were finally making progress and taming cool things. So of course, naturally, as soon as we get momentum, there you have it. But they were fun as we were clearing our way towards the Dominus that I watched the playback. It literally just ran into the ocean and disappeared forever. Why is anybody's guess? Our elite dimorphodon hoard. Makoto and Nyx. And Quantum. And I don't know if I told you guys that I named this guy. Named him Cisco. And I will be going back and getting Kingston in my own way, let's say. We'll go grab him, but I won't force you guys to sit through it. And of course, let's see, our very first monkey. I'm still sad we lost the tame footage for her. And you guys just saw why I'm so fond of my dimorphodons. I really like my first dimorphodon on PC, Zeppelin. It's a really cool color. I like him. Black and purple. And last, but certainly not least, are whelps. I won't go into a long monologue about how adorable they are again, but damn if they don't give me so much pleasure and joy, and I love them so much. Like, these guys I might try to upload because I love them. The Dragons team has done a phenomenal job, and I love them for giving me my tiny dragons. It's literally like a dream come true. I love them. They were definitely probably the highlight of the season for me. And probably our Alpha Allosaur. Boreas was a pretty damn cool accomplishment. But that is the roster for now, lords and ladies. I would just like to take a moment to thank all of you for joining me on this journey through my first modded Ark game. It was a hell of a challenge. It was really kicking my ass for a long time. But the challenge was great. I really appreciated that for the first time in a long time, I wasn't God on this map. You know, you play enough base Ark and you pretty well have a handle on things. This game was a challenge start to finish. I learned a lot. I had a great time, and I hope you guys did too. And I will say goodbye for now with the message that Season 2 will be coming along very shortly. And until then, if you have enjoyed, please take a moment to let me know what you thought of the season. And do remember to join the court by subscribing. Until next time! Okay, lords and ladies, I didn't know whether I was going to include this in the episodes. It's just a little bonus part. Me taking care of the last thing that I needed to do to have closure with the season ending. We never got the Alpha Wyvern to do it legitimately, but it's the end of the season. I will be playing here for pleasure from here on. I wanted Kingston back. We have retrieved him, and he is home safe. And I am at peace with the season. And with that, I will thank you all again for joining me. And I'm gonna go get started on Season 2. Thank you all again. Until next time.